Reddit user Kimberly couldn't sleep one night, so around 1:30 a.m., she headed to the kitchen for a late-night snack. The house was silent. Everyone else was asleep. She is downstairs in the kitchen when something happens that gives her the fright of her life.
Jackie? Hi. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Confused by a sudden noise coming from the doorway behind her, Kimberly immediately turns, expecting to see her roommate standing there. But no one's there. What makes it even stranger is that Kimberly owns 2 small dogs who always come running at the sound of food containers being opened. But this time, they stay back, visibly nervous. She later explained that her roommate was sound asleep at the time, and she doesn't own any smart devices like Siri or Alexa that could have made that sound. The fear in Kimberly's reaction feels completely genuine. She looks absolutely terrified.
Oh, Jesus!
Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. The following video comes from the well-known YouTube channel Archivo Extinto. This time, Kevin and Alexis explore an abandoned university that's said to be haunted. Decades ago, this university was a thriving campus, until a sudden fire broke out during the night, claiming the lives of several students and a professor. Investigators never discovered what caused it, and the building was abandoned soon after. Locals say that after dark, faint screams echo through the halls, and classroom lights flicker on their own, as if the lessons never truly ended. Today, the structure stands in a state of decay. Now, as Kevin and Alexis step inside, things start to take a terrifying turn.
Está muy saqueado, güey. Muy saqueado. ¡A la madre! Creo que lo vi, güey. Creo que lo capté. Creo que yo lo capté con mi cámara, güey. Lo que sea que hay aquí puede tocar de nuevo, puedes golpear de nuevo. Puedes seguir golpeando. ¿Qué se escuchó? ¿Esta madre? ¡Hala! Puedes moverlo de nuevo.
For several minutes, the two experience unsettling noises and strange activity. But what they capture next is downright terrifying.
¿Hay algo o alguien que habite este lugar? ¿Hay alguna entidad que habite este lugar? ¿Algún espíritu? ¿Hay algo o alguien que habite este lugar? Ah, no mames. No mames, no mames. Cámara 2. Cámara 2, güey. Se vio algo allá, se vio algo allá. ¡Hola! ¡Hola!
While standing inside a large hall, they notice a dark, human-like figure appear in one of the windows, then vanish just seconds later.
Ah, no mames. No mames, no mames. Cámara 2. Cámara 2, güey. Se vio algo allá, se vio algo allá. ¡Hola!
Could that shadow be one of the voices lost in the fire? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A woman and her husband, along with their 2 cats, recently settled into their new home in Reno, Nevada. Shortly after moving in, strange events began to unfold. Late one night, while the couple was fast asleep, something else in the house was very much awake. A closed hamper mysteriously slides across the floor toward the sleeping couple, followed by a book being pulled from the shelf by an unseen force. The noise jolts them awake, leaving them confused and panicked. It's only after reviewing their security footage that they realize what had happened. Despite these strange events, the woman's husband remains skeptical. However, one night, the woman hears unsettling noises coming from the basement. After much persuasion, she convinces her hesitant husband to join her in investigating the source. What happens next is something straight out of your worst nightmare.
Can't believe you have me recording this.
Well, you know.
What do I know?
You don't know. What if something happens and we don't have any explanation for it? Like I said last time, I'm gonna record everything. You don't record it, you don't...
You need to explain that?
That's why I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the 50th freaking night in a row. Something's happened.
I think you're exaggerating. Look, it's a basement. Yeah.
It's broken frame.
Yeah, that happens. What the f?
Okay, we need to go. Go. Go.
Oh, where?
Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Gee, go. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go.
Oh!
Go. Go upstairs.
The husband's skepticism quickly fades as random objects begin to fall and move across the basement floor right before his eyes.
Gee, go. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go.
Oh!
Go. Go upstairs.
Overwhelmed with fear, the couple rushes back upstairs. Could their new home be haunted? Share your thoughts on the comment below. In this unsettling video, a babysitter is watching over a 5-year-old girl while her mother is away on a trip. Everything seems fine at first, but the girl soon shares an eerie secret about her favorite doll, leaving the babysitter unnerved.
What was it that you told me earlier about your doll?
When I play hide and seek with my doll, it moves.
You said it moves?
Yeah.
That doll? This doll?
Yeah.
You said it moves?
Yeah.
Like you move it, or? Wait, what? When does it move?
When I play hide and seek with her.
The 5-year-old confides that her doll moves on its own during their games of hide and seek. Though unsettled, the babysitter's curiosity gets the better of him, and he decides to put the doll to the test. What happens next is far from reassuring.
Oh my god. Sadie, you scared me. Don't do that, dude.
Although the doll doesn't move, the family dog manages to give the babysitter quite the scare. However, the dog's playful attitude quickly shifts, and it begins acting strangely, fixating its gaze on the doll in an unsettling manner.
Staring at the doll.
Later that night, with the 5-year-old girl sound asleep upstairs, the babysitter relaxes on the couch, watching TV. Suddenly, he hears a noise that sends shivers down his spine.
Yo.
A toy begins playing music in the other room, prompting the babysitter to investigate. To his shock, he witnesses the doll moving on its own. Now, was this truly a haunted doll? Or is there another explanation for the unsettling events? The choice is yours to make. This next video comes from a man home alone who felt an unsettling presence. While scrolling on his phone in the living room, he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Dismissing it as paranoia, he tried to relax. until he saw a figure standing at his window. Grabbing his phone to capture proof, he couldn't record the figure. But what happened next left him completely terrified.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard... I'm freaking out. There's something in this house. There's something in here. I'm telling you. No.
What starts as a seemingly paranoid video quickly turns into something more unsettling. Kitchen items suddenly move on their own, confirming the man's unease wasn't unfounded. Whatever is happening, he hopes to capture more on camera. But even if he doesn't, at least this eerie moment was recorded. Madison and her brother were relaxing in the living room when they suddenly heard strange noises coming from their mom's bedroom. Grabbing their phone, they started recording. What they captured that night will send shivers down your spine.
What the hell? What is that, Mom?
What?
Ma, you see this?
No. Holy shit! What the hell is that?
As Madison's brother pointed the camera toward his mom's bedroom, he captured something horrifying. The figure moved in a way that no human could. Then, to their absolute horror, the shadowy figure seemed to lift off the ground. The family was shocked by what they had witnessed. However, on the other night, Madison was alone in the house when she witnessed something far more terrifying.
It's late, and I'm hearing voices in the kitchen. It's just me in here. Shite. Sounds like something's banging over my washer.
Madison heard strange noises coming from the kitchen late at night. As she approached, a scraping sound can be heard in the kitchen. Suddenly, loud, running footsteps rushed straight toward her, as if something was trying to attack her. The family continued documenting the strange events, desperate for answers and hoping someone could explain what was happening. Could these eerie occurrences be the work of something supernatural? Or is there a rational explanation waiting to be uncovered? The mystery remains. A woman began experiencing strange occurrences in her home. Chairs moving in the kitchen, footsteps echoing in the hallway, and loud banging from the attic. Suspecting a squatter, she called the police, but they found no signs of anyone living there. One night, the noises returned. This time, she decided to investigate herself. What she saw in the attic made her flee for her life. To her horror, she discovered something in the attic, a figure moving in ways no human could, crawling toward her on all fours. She screamed in terror at what she had just witnessed. The entity's movements were unnatural and terrifying, leaving no doubt that it was not human. But what do you think? Did the woman encounter a paranormal entity, or is this just a hoax? The choice is yours. On a Wednesday afternoon, Sandra records a video of her former home, a place tied to unsettling events. Nobody lives there now, since she was the last tenant, and she left for reasons beyond just moving out.
So we are pulling up to my old house. No one lives here anymore. It's haunted.
Her relatives often admitted to feeling uneasy inside, and Sandra never felt comfortable either. A couple of nights after leaving, she got a motion alert from a security camera she had forgotten outside. After seeing the footage, there was no chance she'd return alone at night. The back door can be seen unlocking and opening by itself. At first, Sandra thought it was a break-in, especially with the sound of the lock clicking. But when nobody came through, she realized something else was going on. With the video caught, but the camera still inside, she returned days later with her nephew. That's when more evidence appeared.
No one lives here anymore. It's haunted.
As she arrived, a heavy chair suddenly toppled with no one near it. Combined with the self-opening door and her past experiences, Sandra is certain her old house is haunted. But what do you think? Paranormal activity or another explanation? For now, the mystery remains unsolved. The person who shared this video explained that he was monitoring his nephew through a security camera when he spotted something unusual. Curious, he asked his nephew about it the next day, and the child claimed that he had encountered another boy playing with him. A security camera records the nephew playing alone. However, just seconds later, another child can be seen in the footage. If the child was the only one in that room, then who or what is that? What's even more disturbing is that this mysterious figure closely resembles the child. Is the imaginary friend of the child truly just imaginary? Or there is something more? Let me know your thoughts. This video was taken at the Teodil Plaza in Guadalajara, Mexico. Over the years, many workers and shoppers at the plaza have reported experiencing strange, unexplained events. Workers often hear the sounds of a child running and playing in the dead of night. And many shoppers claim to have seen a little boy who suddenly disappears before their eyes. After the plaza had closed, security guards noticed a lone boy running through the back hallways.
Ve que aquí se mete en la pared. No. Fíjate, subió el pie.
The little boy appears to vanish right through a closed and locked door in one of the hallways, possibly even passing through the wall itself. A security guard is sent to search for the boy, and things get even more disturbing.
¿Te fijas? No, ahí se va a meter, espérate.
Ay, no mames.
No, ¿y sabes qué?
De esa manera.
The security guard unlocks the door and enters, but finds no one inside the locked room. Meanwhile, the plaza workers watch in disbelief as the little boy's head reappears right next to the guard. It seems as though he's peeking out from the wall above the man's head. Could this be the ghost of the little boy that shoppers have reported seeing? Let me know what you think. A man named Tyler buys and resells items on platforms like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. He recently picked up a box of random stuff at a garage sale, and inside was a creepy-looking doll. After bringing the box home and leaving it on the table, he was browsing new items online when he suddenly noticed something horrifying.
Dude, I swear this box just fucking moved on its own. Shoot, does it again? Okay. Oh, shit.
The box moves on its own, and right after that, so does the doll inside. Spooked, Tyler puts the box and the doll in a closet so he doesn't have to see it. Cut to the next day, this happens. He hears a knock coming from inside the closet, but when he checks, there is no one there. Then things get even creepier.
So I'm playing video games at my desk, and I just heard the guitar play itself, and it moved, I swear. Let's see if it does it again. What was that? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
A guitar in the room moves by itself, followed by 3 distinct knocks, which some say is a sign of something evil. The next day, the strange activity spreads to other parts of the house. While working at his desk, Tyler hears water running. He goes to investigate.
So I'm at my desk, and I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So, if you're in here, can you move the curtain again? Alright. Do you want me to leave?
Later, Tyler finds the doll sitting perfectly upright in front of his bed, even though he left it lying face up the night before.
So it just started knocking in the closet again. And actually the doll has moved since yesterday because it was in the corner, like kind of on its back looking upwards, and now it's upright, so that's kind of scary. Let's see if it'll knock anymore. Oh, or it'll just move the shirt in the closet. Hey, if you can hear me, just move it again. Alright. And we can actually just go check it out. Because there's no one in here. It's not really, it's kind of cluttered, so. Yeah, yesterday it was over here.
A shirt hanging in the closet mysteriously slides and covers the doll, scaring Tyler even more. He tries reaching out to the person who sold him the doll for answers, but gets no reply. Soon, the bathroom light starts flickering, and the creepy activity seems to get even stronger.
So I'm gonna just look at it. I heard the safe trap. They might turn on once in a while, watching it. So let me just turn it off. That's all.
After just a few days with the doll, things get even worse.
Obviously not enough room for anyone here.
Tyler wonders if he should get someone to exercise the doll, as it's always in a different position every time he looks at it, and the strange events keep happening. What do you think Tyler should do with the doll? Share your thoughts in the comments. This dashcam video was recorded by a man on his way home from work. He mentioned that the rural road he travels on is usually deserted, leaving little chance of encountering pedestrians. Yet, after passing a 200-year-old graveyard, he noticed something strange on the roadside. Once he got home, he reviewed his dashcam footage to ensure it wasn't merely an illusion, and what he discovered shocked him to his core. He was stunned to find that it wasn't merely an illusion. A woman in white was indeed walking along the side of the road. The driver stated that he has driven this route for years and has never seen anyone walking along the roadside. So, who was this mysterious woman in white? And what was she doing on such an isolated road? The mystery remains. Naina, a night shift nurse, shared a disturbing recording from a hospital room where strange events began soon after the last patient passed away. She and other staff noticed that the room's call button, which patients used to summon nurses, would activate on its own late at night. Every time they checked, the bed was empty and the room completely vacant. To find out why, Naina set up a small camera inside. What it captured shocked everyone in the hospital. The hospital bed began moving on its own, as if someone invisible were lying there. Many believe hospitals naturally hold heavy energy from suffering, loss, and death, making them prime spots for supernatural activity. Whatever the truth, the eerie movements remain unexplained, leaving the mystery of the hospital room unsolved. In the next clip, ghost hunter Franco TV sets out on a solo adventure to investigate an abandoned haunted house late at night. The mansion is said to be haunted by the ghost of a small child, with sightings reported quite often. Frank spends some time exploring the exterior, and eventually, once inside the old mansion, he hears something truly terrifying.
What the hell is that? Hola? Hola?
You can hear the eerie sounds of a child's toy coming from somewhere else in the mansion. A while later, he goes back outside, and what he captures next leaves him completely frightened.
These are the other mansions that I've been to. That one and this one. But right now I'm in this one. See if I got any movement. That's that whole hallway. And then right here is the big window. What the hell is that? Oh, shit. That
You can see the face of what appears to be a child peeking through a window, staring directly at Frank. He notices it, and then, whoever it is, vanishes from sight. Frank goes to check but doesn't find anyone, so he decides to head back inside to look for whoever he just saw.
Oh, I thought I heard something just move through the floors. Alright, I'm gonna stay focused. Alright, let's see if I can get it to go off again. Niño? ¿Tú puedes mover la cosa? Toca el botón. Niño. I'm gonna turn off the light. Oh, what is that? What was that?
Frank calls out to the child, but nothing appears. However, when he turns the light off, something shows up. But once again, it quickly vanishes from his view. He has no idea what it could be, so he continues, determined to get to the bottom of whatever or whoever he's been seeing. A few minutes later, this happens.
I switched over to my other camera. I thought I felt safer completely dark at light. I definitely do not. Hola? Hola? What was that? I literally saw what looked like an arm. It looked like a kid's arm just pushed the door open. That's the room I just came from.
A door opens right in front of Frank, and he says it looks like a child's arm pushed it open. But where is the child? Frank searches everywhere and finds no one. His viewers agree that whoever, or whatever, this face and this arm belong to, it could only be the ghost of a child. Now, tell me, do you think Franco captured a child's ghost on camera? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A man recently moved into a new apartment and says that ever since he settled in, he has witnessed frequent paranormal events. He lives alone and claims similar things happened at his old place, but nowhere near this intense. One day, while recording a short video to explain his absence to his followers, he captures this.
Amigos, no he podido subir Spotlight ni contenido aquí en Snapchat porque me estoy mudando. Apenas acabo de llegar a este departamento completamente nuevo, de verdad, mil disculpas. Pero ya les prometo que ahora sí, en estos días, Estoy solo y me acaban de cerrar la puerta que está atrás de mí, que es la del baño. No es la primera vez que me pasa, justo eso les iba a decir. No es la primera vez que me pasa. No es la primera vez que me pasa, se los juro. Y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. No es la primera vez que me pasa. No hay.
As he speaks, the bathroom door behind him slams shut on its own. Another night, around 3:30 a.m., he wakes up to strange, frightening noises. He grabs his phone and starts filming. What he captures makes your blood run cold.
Son las 3:30 de la noche y estoy escuchando ruidos muy extraños. Lo más perturbador de todo es que la luz del baño está prendida y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a apagarla porque neta me está dando mal. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Ya no hay nadie. Ahí está. ¿Pero por qué? Si la prendo desaparece. No hay nada. No hay nada. What the fuck?
He notices the bathroom light is somehow on. As he reaches to switch it off, he suddenly spots a dark, chilling figure with a pale grey face standing by the doorway. The moment he turns on the lights, the figure vanishes. Shaken, he decides to leave all the lights on so he can sleep. But terrifying sounds wake him again, this time from above. He heads upstairs to check, and it did not go well.
No hay nadie. No hay nadie. Y esto tiene candado, no se puede abrir. No se puede abrir. ¡Qué mierda! Oye, ya me voy de aquí.
As he makes his way up the stairs, the rooftop door suddenly swings open on its own. For a split second, a creepy figure peeks out before vanishing from sight. When he checks, no one is there. A day later, the power goes out. He lights candles around the apartment and soon hears eerie noises outside. What he sees shocks him to his core.
Hace un rato se me fue la luz y he estado escuchando ruidos muy extraños afuera. Prendí unas velas, pero ya me dio miedo salir, porque ya los ruidos ya empeoraron. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres? Se le ve la cara pálida, se le ve la cara pálida. ¿Quién eres? Por favor, ya déjame. Ya déjame. No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada.
A shadowy figure draped in black stands perfectly still next to the bathroom door. When he pulls the sheet away, there's no one underneath. The experience rattles him so much that he calls someone to bless the apartment. So, did he really catch a ghost on camera? Or is this just an elaborate hoax? You decide.